hadn't pushed the button yet. I hadn't pushed the button yet.
How many times did you take the test? What the hell?
Sorry.
Are you serious? What is your name?
My name is Alyssa.
How many times did you take the SAT, Alyssa?
I took the SAT 2 times.
How long ago did you take the latest SAT that you took?
The latest SAT was about 3 months ago, and the first time I took it was about 8 months ago.
How many hours on average, or what was your schedule before taking the test for studying?
I was pretty much studying all the time. I studied when I got home from school, I studied before bed, I studied when I woke up in the morning. I was pretty much studying all the time.
Did you do anything that you do not usually do before you take the test?
No, I was pretty much just studying every night like I usually do.
Are there any factors, in your own opinion, that might have contributed to such a low score?
I wasn't really getting a whole lot of sleep the night before, so that could have been a factor.
So what's your name?
Tanner Anderson.
So Tanner, how many times did you take the SAT?
Twice.
How long ago was your most recent SAT?
A year, a little over a year.
How many hours on average did you spend studying for that test?
Between partying and stuff, not much.
And stuff? Is there anything else you did before you took the test other than partying?
A friend gave me this SMG stuff, but I don't know if it helped a whole lot.
SMG, does that stand for anything?
Superior mental greatness.
So, could that have been a factor in you taking the test?
I don't think it really helped a whole lot.
What did it do to you?
What didn't it do?
Okay. So, did taking SMG affect your sleep patterns at all before the test?
Definitely. I was up all night.
So, what's your name?
Dalton.
Alright, Dalton. How many times did you take the SAT?
Once.
Okay. How long ago did you take that SAT?
I remember taking it when the moon was at its highest point.
Alright, whatever that means. How many on average, how many hours did you spend studying?
I had to study until my training was complete, and then I could take the test.
Alright. Did you do or take anything before that test or before this interview?
Only the blood of the moon.
Okay. Do you know the drug SMG?
Superior mental greatness.
Alright. I think that's it. Hi, what's your name?
Julia Whitley,
Okay, Julia, how many times did you take the SAT?
like 3 or 4 times.
Well, how long ago was the most recent test?
Like 4 months? May? 4 months? Yeah, something like that.
Okay. How many hours on average did you spend studying?
Well, I try to study a lot like the week before because they always tell you don't cram it in. But then like me and my boyfriend were going through this really hard time, and then I ended up seeing him with my best friend. Sorry, this is really hard. So I didn't really get to study a lot, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are there any other factors in your own opinion that might have contributed to such a low score?
I mean, I was eating a lot of ice cream, watching movies really late. It was just a really hard week.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we're done here.
Okay, thanks. To Oprah. My name is Honey Boo Boo Child, and I am a PTA parent from one of Hell, Michigan's high schools. I'm seeking your help because I have exhausted all other options. My daughter is a senior in high school, and she's hoping to attend the prestigious University of Oklahoma State this coming year. In order to be accepted into this university, she needs to make an outstanding grade on her SAT. This is the source of my concern. She has taken the SAT multiple times and multiple times she has not done too well. My daughter is not the only one suffering here in hell. The PTA has also expressed concern for their children's scores. It seems as if, for the past 10 years, SAT scores here in hell have been consistently below the national average. We have evaluated the academic standards of our high school, and we believe it is up to par. So if the children are all being educated properly, and the parents are actively involved in their life, what could be the cause of this phenomenon? What happened 10 years ago? Why is it that, ever since then, scores have been so dreadful? Please help us defeat the stereotype that we really are dumb as hell. WWOD! What would Oprah do? Thank you for your time and consideration, Honey Boo Boo Child.
Hi there. We have just arrived in Hell, Michigan, and we're going to get down to work on our problem. We have already had a random assignment of people selected, and we have interviewed them on why they think they performed poorly on their SATs. We have interviewed many people, and only a select few of them have been recorded, so that way we can show you at the Oprah show what their responses were.
Celebrities get DUIs and all this junk, and they don't have a real job.
Before,
I'm just saying.
you know, it was right whenever he was elected in office, they predicted what he would look like by the time he was done with his 4-year term. I don't remember if it's like the same, but I'm so thirsty. Thanks.
Well, because I'm in that class.
What kind of diagram is that?
Cats, dogs,
Cat dogs.
cat dogs.
I can have you draw physics stuff.
That's a weird Ed. Apologize.
It is weird. That's weirder.
Okay, what point of the movie do we need music?
What?
Because I have other songs that seem like
We have more.
Where's mine smell like artificial bananas?
What do you guys?
It's over there, I think.
It's
It's over there.
you know, like candy bananas.
No.
Okay, we're not starting.
Well, today we're serving a search warrant for federal weapons violation.
Whenever they're in the
Suspect's apparently
vehicle.
been selling automatic weapons, so it's going to be pretty quick. We may have runners. If they run, I'm not chasing, and I don't want any of the rest of the team to chase them.
Okay.
Hello, this is day 95, and Dr. Reese and I have created a survey for correlational data for the people and students of Hell, Michigan to partake in. I'm about to hand these out, and it's a very complex survey, so hopefully they're in the right mindset to take the survey. Hello, everybody. Okay.
I didn't push the button yet. Hello everyone. Today we have some very special guests with some insight on a little town that is Hell, SAT scores have been remarkably low for over a decade now. And it has been inconclusive as to why until now. We learned of this phenomenon when a concerned PTA mom wrote to me, seeking help for her daughter to improve. Let's take a look at that letter. You would be concerned too, wouldn't you? Now, let's welcome our guests of honor, Dr. Reese and Dr. Montez. Woo! Yeah. During your time in health, you certainly received some interesting responses from the student body. I believe you documented your experiences and would like to share them with us today. Everyone, here's a look at their time in health, Michigan. That is.
Okay, I'm having some technical difficulties. It won't, like, zoom out anymore. I can't get all of you in it from here. It won't zoom out anymore.
Okay. Oh, I bet that once you start recording